Good morning, this is me Nafisa and today we'll be learning about respiratory tract system. Human body is made up of roughly 30 trillion to 40 trillion cells. A trillion is 1 million million or 10 to the power of 12. Cell is the basic unit of life. A cell is the simplest and smallest structural and functional unit of the body. Example of cells is epithelial cells. Group of cells having similar structure and performing common function is called a tissue. Examples of tissues are epithelial tissues. Group of tissues performing common function in the body is called an organ. Examples of organs are nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi and lungs. A group of organs performing common function is called an organ system, sometimes simply system. For example, all these organs, nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, etc., together form the respiratory system in human body. There are altogether 12 systems in human body. All of these 12 body systems work together to keep us healthy. It is very important that each system functions properly. Only if each and every system works well, then our body functions well. Collection of all these 12 systems forms human body. Systems of human body are respiratory system, digestive system or gastrointestinal system or GI system. Whenever we talk about the circulatory system, we are actually talking about the cardiovascular system, nervous system, endocrine system, urinary system or excretory system, integumentary system or exocrine system, muscular system, skeletal system. Reproductive system includes male reproductive system and female reproductive system, lymphatic system, immune system. Today, we are going to learn in detail about respiratory tract system or respiratory system. What is the function of respiratory tract? As the name suggests, the main function of respiratory tract is respiration. What is respiration? Respiration is the act of breathing. To be more specific, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. That is, taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. Breathing in means when we inhale, we take in oxygen. Breathing out means when we exhale, we give out carbon dioxide. We breathe in air through nose. From nose, air moves into the pharynx. Pharynx is also called as throat. From the pharynx, air passes into larynx. Larynx plays an important role in human speech. Hence, larynx is also called as voice box. Larynx, air passes into the tube-like structure called as trachea. Trachea is commonly called the windpipe. This tube, trachea, then branches to form the right bronchus and the left bronchus. Bronchus is singular. Can I say this tube, trachea, then branches to form two tubes known as bronchi. Bronchi is plural, bronchus is singular. Bronchi will further branch and rebranch to form smaller and smaller tubules called as bronchioles. Each bronchiole ends in bunch of alveoli, appears like a bunch of grapes. Each bunch is called the alveolar sac. On an average, there are 480 million alveoli in adult human lungs. And I remember my school teacher teaching us that if we stretched all the alveoli of our lungs, they would be the size of tennis court. There are many, so we refer to them as alveoli. Just one is referred to as alveolus. Each alveolus is sac-shaped or cup-shaped, just one cell in thickness with very thin elastic walls. Alveolus is surrounded by network of blood vessels called capillaries that also have thin walls. Oxygen that we have taken in through the air diffuses or passes through the alveoli into the capillaries where it is absorbed and then passed on to all the cells of the body. Carbon dioxide, a waste made by the cells as they do work, diffuses from capillaries to the alveoli. Our body cells need oxygen to stay alive and carry out their normal functions. Also, we need to get rid of carbon dioxide a waste product of the cells made as a result of the work they do. Thin elastic walls allows alveolus to stretch when we breathe in air, thereby greatly increasing the surface area available for gas exchange. And as we breathe out air, the alveoli returns to its original size. It is in the alveoli where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide actually takes place. We breathe in air through nose. From nose, air moves into the pharynx. Pharynx is also called as throat. From the pharynx, air passes into the larynx. Larynx is also called as voice box. From larynx, air passes into the tube-like structure called as trachea. Trachea is commonly called the windpipe. This tube trachea then branches to form two tubes known as bronchi. Bronchi will further branch and rebranch to form smaller and smaller tubules called as bronchioles. Each bronchiole ends in alveoli. Alveolus is surrounded by capillaries. Oxygen that we have taken in through the air diffuses or passes through the alveoli into the capillaries where it is absorbed and then passed on to all the cells of the body. Carbon dioxide, a waste made by the cells as they do work, diffuses from capillaries to the alveoli, then to bronchioles, then to bronchi, then to larynx, then to pharynx, nose, and that's how we breathe out carbon dioxide. This taking in of oxygen is called as inhalation. Giving out of carbon dioxide is exhalation. So inhalation plus exhalation is equal to respiration. This exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide is called as respiration. Now in school, we have learned that the most important organ of respiratory tract system is lungs. So where are lungs present? Right bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli are covered with the help of membranes to form the right lung. Left bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli are covered with the help of membranes to form left lung. So we human beings have a pair of lungs. Each section is called as lobe. Right lung has 3 sections or 3 lobes and left lung has 2 sections or 2 lobes. The right lung is larger in size than the left lung because of the heart being situated to the left side where the left lung is located. Trachea, bronchi and bronchioles looks like an upside down tree with trachea as trunk and bronchi and bronchioles as branches, hence called as tracheobronchial tree or respiratory tree. Nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi and bronchioles, these structures form a continuous passageway for air to move in and out of the lungs, therefore called as airways. Alveolus is sac-shaped and functions in exchange of air, so called as air sacs. The organs of the respiratory system form a continuous system of passages called the respiratory tract system. Nose, pharynx and larynx are present above neck, therefore called as upper airways or upper respiratory tract. Trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, lungs are present below neck, therefore called as lower airways or lower respiratory tract. If there is an infection in upper respiratory tract, then called as upper respiratory tract infection or URTI. If there is an infection in lower respiratory tract, then called as lower respiratory tract infection or LRTI. All infections of URTI and all infections of LRTI will be called as respiratory tract infections or RTI. RTI includes both URTI and LRTI. Thank you.